And here we go for my next interview with one of my, I don't know if you call her a famous softball player or a girl I hated in high school. I mean, this girl, no, don't raise your hands. You literally, you hit 2 home runs in the wind, against the wind, not in the wind, against the wind at my high school, against my high school team. You hit 2 home runs, like 100-mile-an-hour wind coming in, and you hit 2 home runs and kicked my ass. I mean, sorry, Kurt, but you literally did that, and I love you. But yeah, hey, so Emma Adams, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Gosh, dang, girl, you're amazing talent. You got an awesome sister that's an amazing talent. Hey, tell me something. Tell me about your cup adventure. Tell me what you loved about the cup.
Oh my gosh, what's not to love about the cup, honestly? Getting to explore the world at such a young age and experience different cultures and just softball in general. And there's so many things that were left unsaid because of the language barrier, but it was there. Like everybody understood the same thing. And that was the coolest part for me.
So, what was when you went over there? Of course, I know you and your dad and your sister, obviously. I don't, but were you nervous when you went over the cup?
I was a little nervous because it was just me and my aunt going, and I was young. And that was honestly the first time I'd ever been out of the country. So it was a little nerve wracking, but once I got there and I was meeting a lot more people, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
It quickly went away.
So, did you meet people over there that you're friends with now?
Yes, I still talk to a few of them. I stink at names, but I still talk to a few of them to this day, and that's what makes it so special.
So, Pascal.
Yes.
You gotta love Pascal. I mean, that I call her my European daughter because I mean she's an amazing girl. And she's super friendly. But so you met her and you talk to her still?
Yes. We follow each other on Instagram and we'll like each other's posts every now and then. And I'll sometimes DM her like, hey, how are you?
Awesome. Awesome. So what was I mean, with you being a super stud in softball, um, I mean, you're pretty BA in softball, to be real. What would you consider the competition over there? Was it good, average, okay?
It was pretty good, honestly. I mean, we played against some that were our age in that 13 to 18 category, and they were still good. But we also got the privilege of playing their professional team, I believe is what they consider them. And they were really good too. And for me, that was an honor to get the chance to play against them because you got to really test your ability. And it was so much fun.
Nice. Nice. So was there something other than softball? Because I know you're super softball oriented. Obviously, I've
Life.
a few years, and you've helped me to be real. You came and helped me with a coach's clinic, and I love you for it, and I thank you for it. But was there something while you were there that you really loved besides softball?
Oh my gosh. I still talk about it to this day, and it still gives me goosebumps. I got to visit Anne Frank's house when I was in Amsterdam.
Yes.
And I don't know what kind of was going on in there, but it was my favorite part of history. I know that sounds terrible, but it was what I connected to the most.
No, absolutely.
And then and then I got to go in there and experience everything. I got to take a card to see if I made it through, and getting to go through the same bookcase that she did. That was so cool. And I literally still talk about it like it was yesterday.
So the Anne Frank house was kind of like your most, I mean, I know you went there for softball. That's the main reason you went there, right?
Yes.
But the Anne Frank house really hit you the hardest or the most with your trip, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. So when you landed, did you have jet lag?
I felt like I needed to sleep for days. It was rough. It was rough. I tried to sleep on the plane, but it was not happening.
So how did you get past that?
I just napped here and there, like on our bus trips.
Okay.
But I think with the pure excitement after the first couple of hours of like getting settled in and getting to go out and explore, it kind of just was like, okay, I'll be fine.
Okay. So if you're going to tell somebody something to do in Amsterdam,
Mhm.
what would it be? Besides the Anne Frank house. That's a given. Everybody
Take it
knows that.
out.
I know, I'm taking that from you. I'm taking it from you. So what would be something you would tell somebody to go see in Amsterdam on Friday when you get there?
That's a tricky one.
I got you, girl.
You took it away from me. We did a riverboat and it was like for 2 hours and it just took us around.
Oh, yeah.
And that was kind of cool. Like there's options where you can have dinner and stuff. We didn't do that one. We just did the 2 hour one, but it was so cool because they were telling you in English and I think it's
Dutch.
Dutch, right? Yeah. And it was so cool because you got
Awesome.
to see things other than just walking. They were telling you a little bit about parts of the river and stuff like that. That would be my second.
Good, good. Okay, so now let me fast forward. So we had the bus trip. We loaded up after the Cub,
Mhm.
loaded up in buses. We jumped in those buses. We took the 6 hour trip to Paris. What's something in Paris that you would tell everybody that you enjoyed or you loved or that you would do again today?
Well, it's not really standing, but the Notre Dame.
Mm.
I cried when I heard that. It broke my heart.
Oh my gosh.
But it was
You're
really
right.
cool to go in and see and experience. I just wish these new Cup members could go and see it. I mean, it was breathtaking. It's really
Absolutely.
sad that they didn't get to go see it.
Absolutely. And I'm not a super religious guy,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's one thing. And every time I go, and of course I've been there since 2010, but every time I go, I want to go there. It's something special to me. And I appreciate you saying that. And we have to, I mean, people have to understand that. And it's nice to hear you say that that was one of your favorite things. So what's one of your favorite foods while you were there?
Oh, my favorite.
Not the Netherlands, but Paris. What's one of your favorite foods?
You're gonna laugh at me.
Well,
The
I mean, I'll laugh at you anyway, but
the bread. The bread was my favorite. I
mean, how could it not be?
it's
mean,
so
that-
good.
It's so good. It's so fresh. I mean, it feels like it's coming right out of the oven everywhere you go.
Yes. I don't know. I just found it so satisfying. You could just press a little and it would give this like beautiful crunchy sound. And it tasted so good.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. Now, I will add to that. One complaint I have. When you get a drink, you get no ice.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I know, right?
Ketchup, the little like glass containers they gave us. It was not, it lacked all the, I don't even know, the bad stuff that they put in it here.
Yeah.
So it tasted like straight vinegar.
Yeah.
To get used to that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
I think my aunt started carrying ketchup packets around.
Oh gosh. So, okay, so if I was to ask you what your favorite memory of the Cup tour was,
Mhm.
what would you say?
Well, I have two, and it's really hard to like pick between the two because it was such a good
Okay,
experience.
I'll take two.
You're gonna have to.
Hey, Emma, I love you. You know I love you. You know I would do anything in the world for you, but I will take two from you, but nobody else.
Okay. One would be just like the Cup day and the clinic that we put on.
Yes.
Because like I
Thursday
said,
night
yeah.
with the kids. Yes.
Mhm. Because like what I said before, yes, there was a language barrier, but because softball is such a universal world, we all understood. And it was so beautiful to me. And it's something that I'll cherish forever.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that melts my heart because I absolutely love that. And I know that's one of them. I know you got another one to go, but dash, oh my gosh, that is so, I love that because it melts my heart. I mean, obviously I've been there for many years, but Thursday night is the best night for me because we get to spend that time with those kids that want to learn from the American athletes. And obviously with you being a stud like you are, it's so amazing. So, okay. So sorry, go ahead with your second.
But yeah, that was one of the most important parts. And then the second one, just because like it hit home for me, was the Anne Frank's house.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would go back and just go to that,
Yeah.
honestly.
Absolutely. And you know, to be honest, I mean, I'm a lot older than you, obviously, but the Anne Frank house didn't mean so much to me growing up, but it wasn't taught as much when I was in school.
Mhm.
But now going there after so many years, it means a lot more to me. And obviously I've been through there. Both my daughters went. I had my younger daughter, my older daughter, that both went. We both went to the Anne Frank house, and it meant a lot to me to see how they reacted.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I love that those two things were your favorite memories of the trip. Gosh dang. I mean, and the kids, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, my Thursday night, the softball clinic with the Dutch kids is my favorite memory of all time. That's absolutely amazing. And to have athletes like you and all the athletes that I've been over there with is the best part of it.
They're just so open to everything. And you just feel their want to know.
Hmm.
And it's awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell me, Emma, your best top down memory of the entire trip.
That's
I
all.
know, trick question. I get it. But Eiffel Tower?
Honestly, you're gonna hate me. I was not a fan.
No, hey, I get it.
It was cool to see, and don't get me wrong.
No, I get it.
Just didn't like make
Right.
me feel,
I get it. I mean, I'm glad that I've seen it. And fortunately, I've been able to go to the top in my since 2010, but I've only been able to go there one time to the very top.
Oh,
But
really?
you know, I mean, it's I can say that I was there. It's not my favorite.
That's how I feel.
So, what is your favorite though? I know, trick question. I got you. I didn't tell you about this. I didn't tell you about this beforehand.
I don't know. I'm really stuck between those two. Like they just go together for me. They're like the two that stick out in my head the most.
I agree. I can't disagree with you, Emma, because when I go over there, Thursday night is my favorite night of all the nights because we get to spend time with those kids, teaching them how to play softball or working with them how to play softball. And that is honestly one of my favorite nights. I mean, how, and of course you've, I won't say coached with me, but you came up and did a coaching clinic with me. And so it's hard to say that something else would be any different because those kids want to learn and they want to learn from the USA because I mean USA dominates right now. I mean we are the team. We are the country that can carry softball on, and I mean you're one of those players that could do that. So
I mean, if I had to pick between the two, I would probably pick that night. Because like I said, the kids want to learn it so bad,
Hmm.
and language can't stop them.
No,
And
no,
that's what the sport's about anyway, is giving back and continuing to grow the sport. So that's probably
absolutely. Emma, I mean, that's probably the best thing I've heard in all my talks. Because you're right. We want to carry it forward. We want to push it forward. We want to play it forward. And those kids want to learn. They want to learn from somebody that knows what's going on. And players like you are the ones that can do that. So, gosh, dang it. Sorry. Something popped on the screen. So Emma, I truly appreciate this time. I know you're down in Florida, and I hope you're enjoying the weather.
I'm trying not to melt.
Well, probably. It's raining up here in Indiana, so
I mean, it's
I
sunny
gotta
and
deal with your sister for another year. Oh my gosh, that girl. But anyway, well, but Emma, hey, thanks a lot, and Kurt will appreciate this, and we will talk to you soon.
sounds like a plan. Thanks for
All
having.
right, goodbye. Still there?
I'm still here.
Okay,
I think are we still recording? I think it says we're still recording.
we are.